As I promised, this is the second video. I'm not doing this one live because I can't figure out on YouTube how you flip between screens, which is necessary for me to be able to communicate. How do you make $8,500 for doing one case for someone? And the simple answer to that question is you can do this in any area of law if you can answer this question. How can someone, where's something with there's a lot of pain, they can give you money and you'll resolve that problem for them. And I have found that if you're going to ask for money, especially flat fees up front, you have to show someone almost 10 times the value that they're going to pay you before they'll ever pay you that money. You got to create that concept of why. So if you're doing like a trust for somebody or an estate plan, you want $2,000, you got to show them $20, $30, $40,000 worth of value of it, or most people just won't take it because they won't change dollar for dollar. It just is not how humans work. Now, of course, that's different in all types of things. So elder law, the area where there is incredible amount of pain is how to finance long-term care. If you know anything about long-term care in this country, you're going to spend anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 a month in a nursing facility if you end up in one. You look at anybody's bank account, they're getting Social Security of maybe $2,000 or $3,000 a month, and how quickly are they going to run out of money? So almost everyone agrees, or everyone out there, baby boomers, of course people in their 30s and 40s really don't even consider this and don't even think about it. But most people can't just go out and spend $300 a month for a long-term care plan. That's just not a feasible option for them. So what are the options available? There are two. There are two that the government provides. So if you're not going to pay for it yourself, there are two options available. Medicaid, long-term care, and the VA pension and aid and attendance. Those are the two options. If the person you're speaking to has not served in the military during wartime or their spouse, you can take the VA out. There's one option. Become impoverished. Now, the practice, the art of being able to add value is how can you protect an estate where they can keep as much money as possible, protect their money, and get on Medicaid long-term care and protect their estate for their loved ones. They're usually their spouse or their children. That's the question that if you can solve this problem. And guess what? A lot of attorneys have been doing this for a long time and have developed strategies. Some that are amazing, some that are incredibly valuable to people. So over the next few weeks, I'm going to go over each strategy. Every day I'm going to get on here, I'm going to go over the strategy, and I'm going to give you little tips. Right now, if you're an attorney watching this and you're looking, hey, I want to make $8,500 a month. I know some attorneys that charge a percentage of the estate to do this work. I know other attorneys that charge up to 20 grand doing this work. I've picked $8,500. That's the amount because I think that's what others in my area are charging to do this type of planning. So whatever it is, I want you to sit down today and go and figure out a little bit about long-term care, learn about the options, learn about Medicaid long-term care, just get a brief overview. Now, once again, I'm doing these podcasts. EP Firms is a CRM system that I'm going to design to automate a lot of these things for you. One of the things I'm going to be putting into EP Firms is this thing I'm going to be put up here. So I created a spreadsheet that as I enter in information in here and assets, this system communicates exactly, sorry, I'm trying to get to my action plan here. It will put, if this happens, this is what you needs to be done. I'm going to build this into EP Firms so you will know what strategies need to be done based upon the assets and income, or not exactly what would be done, but give you ideas of what you should be doing, documents that you're going to need to draft. This will be put into EP Firms. Now, this is kind of down the road. We're working on that. There's a lot of ground base that we have built that we have to build another layer upon, and then we can build the system the AI system that we want that looks at the information that you're providing and then gives the best strategies. The hard part is I have to do this for 50 different states. It gets very complicated. but we're going to be building this system into EP Firms. So as you are doing an intake, it's going to tell you what you should be doing and be able to print off a sheet to give to someone so you can tell them, hey, I'm not making this up. We can make $8,500, or you can make $8,500 per case or more if you learn these few secrets that I'm going to go and how you do this type of planning. Even if you don't want to do this type of planning, you should reach out to an elder law attorney like myself, like if you're in Texas listening to this, and be like, hey, I want to create a referral system. You know, I have clients that I think, and you do all the work, and we'll make an exchange here. Whatever it is, if you're not going to do this, understanding how an elder law attorney is planning. This is not easy. Elder law is an incredibly difficult area of law. Estate planning is easy. Elder law is not. So you will need to take time to learn this if you're going to do it. You're going to need to read and study and understand your state law. But I want to give you the ideas, the groundwork of how you can build that out before I get into practices and techniques I use in my practice to get clients and different things like that. I want to show you this incredible amount of value I can offer you and really change your practice. I mean, if you got one of these a month, you're almost at making $100,000 a year just doing one thing a month. So anyway, that is today's lesson or message that I'm putting out. Remember, I'm doing this for a reason. I want you to get on epfirms.com. I want you to use my CRM system. It's going to be $150 a month. Use my system. I'm going to automate everything for you. Help me out. I'll help you. There's no charity here. I'm giving you this information for free for a reason. I want you to help me build a system that's going to change the practice of law.